Disgraced former comedian and Hollywood star Russell Brand has spent years peddling conspiracy theories on YouTube. And just last year, he was accused of rape, sexual assault, and emotional abuse by 4 women, one of whom was as young as 16 at the time. Those are accusations that Brand denies. And since then, he's been baptized by Bear Grylls in an attempt to rebrand himself as a born-again Christian, although he might be Catholic because he's uploaded videos where he's praying the rosary. Anyway, it now seems he might be struggling for cash these days.
Hello, I'm just back from Narnia, where I had a holiday, Mr. Tumnus, Aslan, all those guys. And as you know, airports are places full of Wi-Fi and all sorts of evil energies. Think of all the phones out there, all of the signals, corruptible and corrupting. Luckily, I wear this magical amulet from AirTech that keeps me safe from all of the various signals out there. And also means, look at this, look how strong I am. I think this is making me more powerful, as a matter of fact. Look at that. This stuff is absolutely packed with AirTech. I didn't even bring any socks or toothbrush or dog meat or anything like that. Just completely full of AirTech. You should get one as well, particularly if you're planning to go to an airport anytime soon, because the bloody things are full of lethal signals. AirTech, a glorious amulet to protect you from corrupting signals.
Was this a satire? I don't think it was, because, well, we know it wasn't a satire. He's flogging these amulets for, well, they cost £180. The amulets. I mean, they probably cost about 180p to make, probably not even that. Big markup on them, I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of that markup's going towards Russell Brand. Just crazy. You're calling yourself a Christian, and then you've got a pagan amulet, which is fine, but to stop Wi-Fi in airports specifically. Dahlia, what do you make of this?
This is why financial literacy is so important, because how are you, someone who was probably making millions and millions of pounds, overnight suddenly so strapped for cash that you are flogging pagan amulets on the internet? Like, I don't understand where all your cash went. But I mean, it's deeply embarrassing. But I also think there's something to be said about this trend of men, you know, allegedly abusing their power, doing all sorts of things. And then when they get caught out, turning around and saying, well, I've seen the light, you know, I found God. And it's like, look, I'm not going to cast judgment on people's spiritual journeys. I'm not going to say whether or not I believe something like that. It's deeply personal. But what I would say is that what I know of most, you know, spiritual journeys is that it involves some kind of accountability. And for me, it's like, if you've made this claim to suddenly seeing the light and being a better person, when that comes without any accountability, any recognition, any, you know, any kind of just realization or self-awareness of the harm that you've caused to other people in the ways in which you've allegedly abused your power, then really you've not really been on that to me is a telltale sign that you've not been on a spiritual journey. You're just trying to be on a journey of saving your own ass.
I couldn't agree more. There's a tweet that he posted recently saying about how wonderful it is to be redeemed or whatever. I can't remember the exact formulation. Doesn't work like that, right? The Catholic Church is about forgiveness, asking for forgiveness every day. Every day you've transgressed somebody, forgive me. And I forgive the people who transgress me. That's the point, right? It's meant to be about forgiveness. And of course, in Islam, you know, submission. This is not the same as, I'm redeemed. All the bad stuff I've done is all forgiven now. Great, I can sell amulets on TikTok. I don't think that's how it works anyway.